Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to We the Revolution, a new game out by Polyslash and Clay Bater, a game which puts you in the shoes of a French revolutionary judge during the French Revolution, and is getting a little bit interesting. This is episode number 12 in the series. We're trying to climb our way to power. This is a strategy game when you rule on different cases and try to appease the different parties within the French Revolution, while all the time trying to work your way up the chains of power in France during the Revolution, trying presumably at some point to unseat Robespierre. With that being said, the last episode was admittedly shocking. What you saw on the stream was my genuine and initial reactions to the murder of my son. He was murdered presumably by a political rival, and in this episode we'll see about trying to get retribution. Some person who we were going after was the... I guess we probably killed him at the end of the last episode in blind rage, but we're not really sure if he actually murdered our son or not. And this next episode I think will get dark as well, so we'll see where things go. Our family relations were already tenuous at best, especially with our wife, but I can only imagine with the death of our young son, who he's like 6 or 7 years old, he's very young, we'll have on our wife, on our older son, on our father, on our character himself. So, without further ado, this was taken from a live stream from a few days ago. Let's jump back in and continue the game. Where's Bernard? He's hiding somewhere, crying. I do not know what to... Why would you even open your mouth? It was your fault. You gambled with our lives. I tried to save you. We know. Do you really know? Because I can't see anything beyond destruction. I haven't for a long time now. I am truly sorry. We need to stay together. We must. You stay together. I have to take care of our remaining son. He still can't understand why someone wanted his brother dead, though he needs to understand it. Oh, that's so chilling. I wonder if your son always dies. Is that an outcome that because I let the wife of one of the rivals go? Was she involved? Does your son always die? Is that a scripted event, or is there anything you can do to keep him alive? Oh boy. If my wife could hate me anymore, she definitely does now. My wife might plot for my death. Can my bruiser please, get rid of his chains? Alright, we didn't lose this area. Taking over a section, but he didn't take this section over. Hierarchy. So we just killed Posh. This is a very bloodthirsty revolution, eh? Oh my god, I can't even. I don't really want to fight the enemy diplomat over there. I can't do anything with Ralphus Clovis. I don't know how much longer he's... What the... Oh, can I try and convince them to let go of him by talking? Buy an agent for influence points. Exit. Commence persecution. Huh? Arresting this man was simply a misunderstanding. The man you arrested is working for me. We'll go with aggression there. Imprisoning him is a crime against the revolution. Aggression. You should look for real criminals. Manipulation. It was a misunderstanding, manipulation. So this is perfect, strong. This is very weak. Carefree. So I think we go with carefree then for the second one. All right. Commence persecution. Perfect. You have the wrong man. Thank goodness you did not hurt him. The consequences would be dire for such a misunderstanding. Sweeping this whole venture under the rug, are we, Monsieur le Judge? Absurd. Your prisoner actually works for me. Aggression. Your actions reek of treason. Think twice before you decide to stand against me. And manipulation. We have real traitors out there. Root them out, and do not be discouraged by failures such as this, although in your next endeavors do try to avoid persecuting my agents. Maybe he's one of yours, I don't know, but evidently he got lost while in town. We just found him and we will gladly let him go, though we would appreciate some kind of finder's fee. All right, so we freed the agent. The Revolutionary Patrol is intrigued, and he is back to active and on our side. I need to get more areas under my control. What is this guy? Why is he... Muscadin's inciting the crowd. All right, so our bruiser's going to go here. Let's try and stop this guy. Our spy is going to go lure people over. Oh, he's blocked. And our diplomat... I guess these guys will both join up and fight and maybe try and convince the section to join us over here. Meanwhile, if we go in here, our residents, we have some reputation we can spend. We're at 15%. Spend some time with my family. Try and repair my relationship with my family, if that's even possible. And end that. Yeah, Zach, the overlay looked awesome. It made me jealous. I need to do better. I have no transitions or overlays or anything on any of my stuff. The overall objective would probably be to gain as much power as I can within the French Revolution. Maybe even lead the revolution and overthrow Robespierre, I would guess. You're essentially a French judge that's trying to navigate the revolution and keep your family together. It's somewhat similar to Papers, Please in some regards. Also, there's an Ace Detective game that's kind of similar in some regards. And I feel like the art style is reminiscent of something like Valiant Hearts, which was an Ubisoft Monopeller side-scrolling World War I game that was very powerful. Bernard Fidel, so our elder son. Tell him, Mother. What? Tell him or I will. What do you want her to tell me? We heard that you have the mayor's daughter. Yes, the trial's scheduled for tomorrow. Does everything depend on you, then? I will not do it. Why not? It would be disreputable. And killing our children is not? I cannot. She is not to blame. Kill her. You are so young, yet you talk about murdering like it was nothing. Let them suffer like we did. Kill her! We want her blood! Sending my brother to the gallows was nothing to them. You frighten me. You'll truly be frightened if you won't do as we said. Oh my God, my family is threatening me. Oh my God. Playtime with the children would just be depressing. Yeah. What do we even do? Dinner with the friends from the convention? A couple of deputies will come over for dinner. How nice to be such generous hosts. How nice of them and their friends. No. Will working on tomorrow's trial make my wife happy or not? No. No, that was a bad idea. I should have not gone with that. My family all hates me. You're with the wife and the kid, I should murder them? Suppose it's an option. Bad relationship with my wife? What was already bad is getting even worse. -3. All right. White lies. Your father defended the tribunal's honor, debating at the Café Procope, praising its virtues and achievements. People even believed him. Well, good job, Dad. Favor. Sometimes the smallest selfless gesture can mean the world to someone. A flap of your wings has sent a blizzard of positive changes one's way. Favor with who? Oh, God. I'm still in shock. Nerd or die. All right, thanks, Katie. I'll have to check that out. All right, so I guess all of this stuff is still... Is there anything to do here? That's 7. I don't want to spend influence points, so I think... these guys are blocked in place fighting. So I think we just have to proceed to the next turn. And this should be the trial. Day 22 of Act 1, Liberté. Welcome to the French Revolution, Zach. Yeah, the death penalty. I'm not one to shy away from the guillotine, folks. We have killed 19 people via the death penalty. We sent 3 to prison, but then we got a note from Robespierre saying, you know that whole prison thing? Don't do that anymore. Just kill people or let them go. So far, 3 people are still in prison. One of those killed themselves. We have 13 people that we acquitted and 19 that we sent to the gallows. Currently, the revolutionaries and the common folk have very high opinions of us, and even the aristocrats think pretty highly of us. Although our influence is low, it's negative, or reputation is low at negative 19. So I don't quite understand that. Where are we at with... bad judge goes away today, so that'll get rid of a big penalty against our reputation. That's 4. The unfinished construction also hurts our reputation. That's the statue that we haven't built yet. Position and hierarchy actually helps our reputation. Bad relations with the wife hurts our reputation. White lies. All right. All right, so let's take a look at this trial here. We've got news. Both as an individual and as a representative of the National Convention, I am deeply saddened by your son's death and wish to offer my condolences. Robespierre. Thanks, Robes. Dear Fidel, the Guard is at your service. If you wish to shake down the whole of Paris to find those bastards, only a madman would attack someone's child. Oh my God, I can't get rid of these things. Dear citizen, in the times like this, we can only entrust ourselves to God's will. We pray for your family. Jean-Baptiste Gobel. Who could ever done something like that? So terrible. I shall meet you soon, my friend. Jacques-Louis David. Have the first condolences arrived yet? One of the authors is surely responsible for the attack on your family. I cannot describe how saddened I am by the hideous crime on your family. France is by your side. Yeah, one of you probably killed him. Let's also remember the fact that this is like when a disaster happens and all the heads of state send in their condolences, but no one really cares. They just do it. Hierarchy, Herbert and Gobal. So we've uncovered 2 more people in the level above us. Gobal is the Archbishop of Paris and another chameleon of French politics. Faced with the revolution, he sided with reformers, swore allegiance to the state, and by doing so, turned his back on the Pope. Probably the most powerful Parisian after Maximilien Robespierre, he avoids the limelight, preferring to attack his enemies from behind the scenes. His network of spies envelops the entire city, and there is no hiding from it. Could the Parisian Archbishop really be responsible for murdering a child? And then Herbert, a politician and journalist. He has dubbed himself the representative of the sans-culottes and the voice of the people. He wins their hearts with Les Pareils Duchesnes. I don't know how to pronounce any of this shit. A newspaper that he publishes which is famous for its coarse laughter and messages subtle for the lowest social classes. He specializes in harassing defiant clergymen. For tribune of the plebes, he dresses in surprisingly sumptuous fashion. I would leave it to a Frenchman to dress fancy. All right, so let's take a look at the case file. Marie Sylvia Pache, daughter of the mayor of Paris, has been accused of the cold-blooded murder of Bertrice Caron. The arrest was made in an abandoned house on a Rue Saint-Maur, where the defendant supposedly copulated with the victim many times. The shack was perfectly situated for trysts intended to be kept secret. The detention took place with the personnel assistance of Judge Fidel. According to the guards, the defendant was found standing over the deceased with a blood-stained kitchen knife in her hand. ascertained to be the murder weapon. The defendant put up no resistance during her arrest. Investigators have established that the defendant and the victim knew each other for a long time. They were seen together often. However, acquaintances of the defendant suggest that she preferred not to boast about her father's position or even her real name. Beatrice, on the other hand, in the absence of the defendant, allegedly bragged about, excuse my language, Monsieur le Juge, she bragged about having often fucked the defendant. I suspect this is just the silly prattle of a young girl. Nevertheless, I am reporting what I've learned. There are plenty of assumptions and gossip in this case. Beatrice has some connections with the Muscadins, but we were unable to learn anything of value from them. Rumor has it she was very much like this mob of delinquents, young, unruly, disrespectful of authority, and depraving of the sober-minded youth. At the same time, she usurped the right to call herself a defender of the people. Beatrice was a Muscadin to the core, and it would appear the defendant wished to become much the same. Marie, I have been betrayed by your world. I have become a traitor, an Austrian bitch, and somebody must pay for my shame and pain. That person is you. Come to our place in the evening with 3,000 francs. If you do not, I will tell everyone that you are a spy too, and you will be called a treacherous whore, just as I am now. So that was the letter by the victim of the murder, who we did find, Beatrice, with a knife, having murdered her. So let's go into the case file. There are 10 questions to reveal. There are potentially 4 mistakes. I don't know why this one is all shiny. What is that? Why does that one look weird? And there's 1 trap. Cold-blooded murder. That would be the accusation, or the crime scene. I guess the accusation. Abandoned house. That would be the crime scene. Judge's assistance. I don't know. Would that be extenuating circumstances? Let's come back to that one. Knife in the hand. That would be accusation. No resistance. Is that offender's personality or extenuating circumstances? Concealing her identity. Their intimate relationship. That could be motive. No. That could be accusation. Yes. Blackmail. That's also an accusation. No! Not an accusation? Motive, I guess? That would make more sense. Oh, it was shiny because we got the extra... No. I don't even know. 3,000 francs. That'd be motive. All right, so we've got 6 of the 10 questions already unveiled. There's 4 more. The no resistance, that would be extenuating circumstances, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. Concealing her identity. Offender's personality, maybe. Judge's assistance. That to me doesn't really seem... Still have 2 more under concealing her identity. Either accusation or motive. Or no resistance. No resistance. 1 more question. I don't think it's the judge's assistance. There's no icon image for the judge's assistance, so I think that's the trap. Although many of you know this face already, I called upon the defendant to introduce herself. Marie Silva Pache, daughter of... Yes, we know. What a... Shut up, prosecutor. I didn't ask you. All right, so I think it's concealing her identity, and I think that's motive. Yes, all questions unlocked. Okay. We did really well. Oh, my God. Everybody wants to murder. All the questions are pretty much to kill her. Okay. Why did you choose this particular place to murder your victim? It was not me who chose the place, but Beatrice, and I had no intention of murdering anyone. There would be no witness to the crime there. A crime was committed every time we met there. A crime of misalliance, a crime of sex and bodies. We relied on having no witnesses. So they did, in fact, well, yes, they were having sex. They were lesbians. Okay, that's fine. You offered no resistance during the arrest. Why were you so calm? I know what I have done, and I do not deny a thing. And you are aware that punishment will be fatal for a crime such as this? Perhaps you should have tried to save yourself. Our family reputation has been tarnished by the accusations against my father, the person whom Beatrice turned out to be, a blackmailer. What would I save? My life? What life? You mean you murdered this woman in cold blood because she hurt your family? She's not even denying it. What a fool. All right, let's take a look at the report. Yes, she confessed to the crime. I don't think it was counter-revolutionary in nature. Yes, she confirmed being sexually involved. So the main question is, did the Muscadins, they didn't recognize the defendant. Why? There's nothing in here about the Muscadins, is there? Well, she did disguise herself, right? She concealed her true surname. All right. Well, we have enough to kill her. The jury's okay with killing her. Everybody except the aristocrats want her dead. My family wants her dead. If I don't kill her, my family might kill me. So I don't have much of a choice. The death penalty will make the aristocrats mad, but everybody else will love me. The acquittal would make the aristocrats like me. The common folk would kind of be middling, and we're gonna go with this. I don't want my wife to murder me. Let's just say that. The Queen from Alice in Wonderland. Off with her head! Yes, that has crossed my mind. All right, we have another minor case. Emilian Bazigolad, a war invalid and beggar, was caught trying to persuade a little girl to go to a cellar with him. He then tried to escape the guard and accidentally scared a horse and yoke to a cart. The beast ran down the street, heavily damaging the vehicle. That doesn't deserve you being killed. A young wealthy merchant drove his carbolet into a storefront. Several customers inside the shop were injured by slivers of glass. The culprit did not try to run away. He was so drunk that he lost consciousness right after the incident. I don't feel like killing you over being drunk. So no one else will die today, folks. My bloodlust is satiated with killing the daughter of the man we killed last turn. That's a pedo, by the way? What? Queen of Hearts, fairy tale version of the French equivalent. I'm not really sure. For the murder, I sentenced Marie Pache to death. It was clear from the beginning. I do not even feel sorry for her. All right, so we got all the questions right. We got all the questions unlocked. Positive influence on reputation and influence. Away to the execution block. And we wasted our family savings on trying to get her out of the country and saved. Speak to the common folk. Crime. I think this would be aggression, right? The defendant aggression, the revolution aggression. Well, only one of those is a strong argument. They feel attached. Is attached manipulate? I can't remember. I guess we'll find out. Anyone stepping outside the boundaries of revolutionary law has only themselves to blame. Only themselves. Selves. These offenders want to go back to the old ways. They defend them. Only death awaits the enemies of France. All right, so we got it up to doubtful. I don't know why that hurts my reputation. I did a good job. I got all the questions right. Why are you staring at me? Do you see a victory here? Those are interesting last words. Pull the rope! Off with the head! Why did you meet my brother, Bruno? We served in the same brigade, and I owe him my life. He put himself in danger, dragging me away from the battlefield when I was injured, but not so lucky himself. We have dedicated far too much time to that man already, both in our thoughts and our stories. I want to know, as do I. A stray bullet killed him. I never even got the chance to thank him for saving my life. I can assure you that we were friends. Whoa, what the hell is this? The fuck? Battles are dynamic fights between two hostile armies. They include infantry, rifles, and artillery. Enemy generals may have different preferences regarding their tactics. Choosing tactics. Each tactic defies the way the attack or defense is conducted and affects minor bonuses that your troops will receive in battle. So this is totally new. I didn't even know there was a combat mechanic to the game. This is weird. The balance of power. The balance of power during battles may change. Watch the respective bars and use the information you gain to choose the right tactics. Our rear guard clashes with the enemy and lost. They forced their way into the camp where the wounded were being tended to. We had to grab our weapons. So I guess this is the story around our brother being killed? Choose a tactic. Neutral, defense, suppressive fire. I don't know what this is. Flank, maybe? So I have to choose a tactic. Alright, so this infantry, theirs will drop, ours will stay if we go with a frontline assault. Suppressive fire will kind of evenly distribute casualties. Neutral defense. So we'll hurt their infantry the most, not their musketeers, but we'll hurt their infantry the most. So we'll go with this. We'll go with frontline assault. Frontline assault versus frontline assault. Okay. Well, that was pretty even, I think. Wow! We're losing! Shit. Your brother fought like a man possessed. People were flocking to him. Suppressive fire. Neutral. Defense. I'll go with neutral. The enemy continues a frontline assault. Shit! I think we just lost the battle. Or the rear rank is now in the front. We had faith that reinforcements were rushing to help us, but we knew they would be too late. Let's go with frontline assault. Try and knock out what's left of their infantry. The enemy's going to keep doing frontline assault. I wonder if defensive would have been a better strategy to not, like, lose a shit ton of men. Ah! A bayonet went right through me. I was bleeding out and my friends were being felled by bullets one after another. I'm going to go with defensive. If he continues the frontline assault, maybe defensive will give us the best tactic. Apparently not. We're going to lose. We made it to turn 5, though. I guess we'll go with neutral here. I mean, I've already lost pretty much. They're too strong. Here comes the charge. Down we go! We just lost the battle. Your brother pulled me from among the dead and dragged me not far from the battlefield. The moment we reached the trees, a stray bullet caught him in the back. He died almost instantly, and I deserted. I thought that I should thank you, his blood, and try to pay the debt with my actions. So Bruno paid for his sins, my son. He often said, Alexis, my brother. He said he's the only thing that matters. You must have been important to him. Okay. Is there anything, like... Is there anything I can do to, like... That'll make my son and my father happy. Is there anything I can do? Nothing I can do is going to make my wife happy. Paragraphs and codes will make my father happy, not my son. And not my wife. So I'm losing all my family except my father. My father's the only one who doesn't hate me right now. Alright, so we knocked out that enemy bruiser in this other section. We also knocked out that enemy agent that was threatening one of our sectors. He's wounded, so I suppose we can move him back to our area to kind of help him heal. Alright guys, that's as good a stopping point as any for this episode. It's been about 30 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and here and jump out of the stream. Another interesting episode, we put the daughter of the man we put to death last turn, this turn, That was a convoluted statement. Largely is retribution. We have no real evidence, and I really don't think she was involved in the murder of our son, but our wife and our son demanded retribution, and so we exacted our own version of justice upon her. We also saw a little bit of additional information in this backstory that continues to unravel about our brother who died at the front after being banished, and just sort of general progression of the game. Things are getting dark, and it's a little bit challenging to kind of navigate what we need to do here. The story is very compelling and interesting, and so far I'm enjoying my time with the game. I'm certainly interested to hear if you guys are still interested. Let me know your thoughts below about just kind of the last couple of episodes of events, and I'll see you guys next time. But until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and I'm out.